So today my topic is definition of literature by Imam Jaffer As Sadiq alayhi salam. Imam Jaffer As Sadiq alayhi salam defined literature as follows. Literature is the garment which one puts on, he says, or writes, so that it may appear more attractive. He did not say it was not attractive without the garment, but he said that it would appear more attractive in that garment. Has anyone during the last 12.5 centuries given a more concise, comprehensive, and logical definition of literature than him?
Imam Jaffer As Sadiq has said that it is possible that literature may have no knowledge, but there is no knowledge without literature. He has also said that every kind of knowledge contains literature, but every kind of literature does not necessarily contain knowledge. These are also concise and comprehensive definitions of relationships between knowledge and literature.
Very few persons in the world have had a keen interest in science as well as in literature. Imam Jaffer As Sadiq alayhi salam was one of them. However, it is not known whether he was more interested in science or in literature. The following couplets was written on the wall above his head, where he stood to deliver his lecture. Someone who has no father is not an orphan. An orphan is one who has no knowledge of science and literature.
The secret of the strength of Joffrey's school of thought was that religion was only one of the four pillars on which it was based. The other three pillars were science, literature, and irfan. Never in the world has so much importance been given in any religion to science and literature as in the teachings of Imam Jaffer Sadiq alayhi salam. He gave them so much importance that one wonders as to which is more important, religion or science and literature.
Imam Jaffer As Sadiq alayhi salam was of the opinion that a believer must be well educated in order to have a firm conviction in what he believes. The faith of an illiterate person is superficial and baseless. He does not know what he believes and why. Since his faith has no strong foundation, it is always shaky.
He gave examples of other religions to show how science and literature made their roots sturdy and strong. He said that when Islam spread from the Arabian Peninsula to other countries, illiterate persons embraced Islam soon, but educated persons were converted only when it was proved to them that Islam is a religion of this world as well as of the next.
He considered science and literature as two of the most important parts of his system of religious education. He also believed that they were essential for raising the status of human beings and making them into good citizens. It was his firm conviction that in an educated society there is respect for the rights of others and mutual cooperation and trust among its members.
He believed that his system of education, which had four important subjects, theology, science, and literature and irfan, was essential for the strength and survival of the Shias and would be more enduring and lasting than any structure of steel.
Out of the four basic subjects, theology, science, and literature proved to be so useful and effective that the first half of the second century in which he lived became the period of renaissance of science and literature in the Muslim world.
Imam Jaffer Sadiq was not the only person who created the Golden Age, but without a shadow of doubt. He started the literary movement. If he had not taken the first step and given encouragement to scientists and men of letters, there would have been no literary awakening and no renaissance of knowledge.
Those who say that Abbasid caliphs encouraged the spread of science and literature are mistaken. The first two or three of them did nothing but strengthen their own position. Those who came after them used to spend their time in worldly pleasures and paid scant attention to the cause of knowledge and learning. Out of 37 Abbasid caliphs, only a few of them had any real interest in the advancement of knowledge. The rest of them were after the satisfaction of their own desires. However, it cannot be denied that the attention paid by some of them was effective in spreading knowledge in the Muslim world, since the public treasury was under their control. They could and did make handsome presents to poets and writers. That tempted others to acquire knowledge, attract the attention of the caliphs, and receiving big rewards.
According to him, every activity apart from earning one's living is due to lack of work. We play games, take walks, give parties, and sleep late at night simply because we have nothing else to do. The following epigram appeared on the wall in his workplace: "Anyone who invites you to lunch or dinner is your enemy, since he interferes in your work."
The Quran was the first book of prose for the Arabs of the desert, but they did not consider it a piece of literature. They took it to be a miracle and over and above all kinds of literature in the world. Although the Holy Book had shown them that literature could be created in prose, no one in the first century of the Hijrah wrote any book in prose except Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salam, Ali ibn al-Hussein alayhi salam, and Muhammad al-Baqir alayhi salam.
It was Imam Jaffer As Sadiq who aroused the interest of the Arabs in prose and made it part a part of Arabic literature. It was customary on the Arabian Peninsula before Islam and for a long time afterwards to reward and recite the best piece of poetry, but there was no reward for the writer of the best prose, because Arabs did not consider prose as a part of literature. Either Imam Jaffer Sadiq or his father Imam Muhammad Baqir was the first person to set a reward for the writer of the best piece of prose.